Okay. So why we are discussing these asset classes here is because each one of us are mainly interested in investing. Okay. And investing in these asset classes is what we know. Okay. Most of us would be interested in equities. Some of us will be interested in gold, silver, and there is a class of investors who are now really interested in the cryptocurrency side of it. Okay, so the numbers that I have displayed on the screen may not be exact because this was taken some time back in the second quarter of 2024. So my question is like, can a new investor or a layman ever make informed decisions without knowing about the right price to buy or sell these assets? Is it really worth making investments without having a good knowledge about these asset classes? No. So that is when we have technical analysis. That is where technical analysis actually come into picture. Okay. So let's discuss what is technical analysis. Technical analysis is the study used to forecast the future prices of assets such as stock, gold, silver, dollar, Bitcoin, etc. And so basically, in a nutshell, technical analysis will help an investor to forecast the price of a particular asset. So we have discussed different types of assets like gold, silver, Bitcoin, equities. Okay, so technical analysis is a study which will actually help you forecast the price of these assets. Okay, and apart from that, technical analysis mainly helps you in the initial stage, it helps you identify the trend. Okay. So a trend is nothing but whether the stock is going up, it is in an uptrend, whether it is in a downtrend, or whether it is a sideways trend. Okay. Second thing, technical analysis will also help you identify whether the asset is overbought or oversold. So overbought is nothing but whether the valuation of the particular asset is stretched in the short term, or whether it is trading at a deep discount in the short term. Also, in technical analysis, you also have a lot of things. Whatever I've seen, I mean, whatever I've put in the screen is just not an exhaustive list. There are a lot of things, but I'm only discussing the important aspects of technical analysis here. Okay, in technical analysis, you also have a lot of patterns which will help you identify targets of a particular asset. Okay, so third thing is technical analysis will also help you identify stages of different business and financial cycles. So basically, this will assist investors to choose sectors that perform best during a particular stage of a financial cycle. Okay, so a lot of you have a misconception that technical analysis is only about indicators and oscillators and patterns, but that is only a part of technical analysis. Technical analysis is a huge subject. It is not only indicators, oscillators, and patterns, it is about a lot of other aspects. It is a huge subject which covers a lot of different topics. Okay, so that is what I'll be discussing now. So basically, identifying stages of different business cycles and financial cycles is also part of technical analysis. So you guys must have heard of sector rotation. Okay, so basically, what is business and financial cycle is? See, but business cycle is nothing but studying your macroeconomic environment, and financial cycle is nothing but understanding your financial markets. So basically, your financial markets actually lead the business cycles because the financial markets are a leading indicator. Okay, so that helps you understand which stage of the uh, whether the markets are in an early recession, it's in a late recession, or it's in an early expansion, or is it in a late expansion. So this technical analysis also helps you to understand the stages of the financial cycle, which will assist the investors in sector rotation. So I'll give you a simple example. In an early recession, simple thing is you would actually jump into defensive stocks, and you will actually cut down on your interest rate sensitives or your banking stocks or your cyclical sectors like IT, automobiles, and stuff. In a late recession, sorry, yeah, or in a early expansion, you will actually go back to the cyclicals like automobiles, IT, or your banking stocks, and you will cut down on your defensives like this FMCG sectors. So this is one aspect of sector rotation, which actually is studied in the field of technical analysis as well. So a lot of people actually don't know that technical analysis is a big subject. It's actually a very vast subject, and whatever I'm discussing is just a bit of it. Okay. So number four, technical analysis helps investors make informed and calculated decisions. Okay. Basically focusing on system designing, position sizing, and risk management. So technical analysis also helps you in identifying a system which will work for you. I mean, whether the system is robust in different markets. So this is basically a trader actually does. Okay, whether he tests a system, whether the test system is actually robust in different types of markets, and he will actually put a lot of profit measures and risk measures to actually help himself prepare a robust type of a trading system. And position sizing and risk management are nothing but it will help you identify how much of capital has to be deployed in the market. Okay, the position sizing is about all your capital that has to be deployed in the market. Okay, so that you do not uh, run the risk of ruining your account. And management is basically nothing but your risk reward. Okay, how much of risk are you taking to gain something from the market? Okay, so if you are taking a risk of 50 rupees, you're targeting 100 rupees. That is 1:2. That the risk reward is 1:2. If you are taking a risk of 50 and your target is 150, then you're taking a risk of 1:3. So technical analysis actually helps you in uh, getting this concept very clear. Also, number 5, technical analysis also helps investors in evaluating the risks associated with cognitive errors and behavioral biases. So cognitive errors is nothing but how you process the information that you get. Okay, how, because people would receive the same information, but the way they receive might be different. The way they interpret the data and use it in their investment decisions might be very different from the person sitting next to you. Okay, so technical analysis will also talk about cognitive errors and behavioral biases. See, in stock market or any investments, right, the biggest drawback a person faces is the behavioral biases. Okay, so that is nothing but your thought process and your mindset, how you think about the markets, whether it is going to go up or down or sideways. So it all depends on your behavioral biases. So in the technical analysis also talks about these aspects. So this is very important. Okay, so whatever I have discussed here, again, I'm saying this is not an exhaustive list. It is just a very crisp mode of telling about technical analysis. So guys, all good, everything. Is my speed too fast? Am I going slow? Am I like, is everyone able to,
All
uh,
good, sir.
all good? Thank you so much. Yeah. So now let us discuss why should you learn technical analysis. So as I said, any uninformed investor unaware of the right price of a stock will never be able to benefit from the investments that he's made. Okay, so if we see the difference between a uninformed investor and the informed investor is knowing about the company and knowing about the right price at which he has to invest. Okay, so knowing about the company fundamentals, okay, the intrinsic value and stuff, all those things come under fundamental analysis, and understanding the right price is something which comes under technical analysis. Okay, so why you should learn technical analysis? To get to the right price of a particular asset. Okay. So because see what happens is whenever a layman comes to the market, right, he's never aware that whether he's buying at a very higher price or lower price or he's buying somewhere at the middle. Okay. So a technical analyst will actually be aware of the trend. He would be knowing whether the market is overbought or oversold, or whether there's a pattern which is. Guys, can I request everyone to be on mute while we are speaking? Sandeep Sharma? Yeah. Okay. So what I was saying is, if any investor who comes to the market may not be aware that he would be buying at a very top of the bull market, or whether he's actually buying at a very high price or very low price. Okay. So what separates the uninformed investor from the informed investor is knowing these aspects of the markets. Okay, so learning technical analysis is one way of separating yourself from the crowd. Okay, the crowd is 80% in the market. 20% to 10% people are the people who are actually very informed. Okay, they either don't lose money or they lose lesser than what the crowd actually loses, because the crowd is always like they work on biases, or the behavioral biases which I spoke about. Okay, they would listen from someone and then they would invest, but they never would apply their own brain, and they never like to understand what is actually happening in the market and what is actually happening with the price. Okay, so that is very important. So now let us understand the difference between fundamental and technical analysis. So if there is an uninformed investor, he should actually not only know technical analysis, but he should also be having an idea of fundamental analysis as well. Okay, because technical is basically working on the price side, while fundamentals will actually look into the well-being of the company, how the management is, whether company is actually doing good quarterly, whether earnings are good, whether the quarterly earnings are showing positive impact in the stock prices. We would look at the profit and loss statements. We would look at different financial ratios and stuff. And this approach is usually used for long-term investors, okay? Because that actually helps the person who's investing using the person who's actually investing using the fundamental analysis is basically someone who would look at the market from a longer term perspective, while a technical analyst is focusing mainly on the stock price, okay, and he would mainly focus on the potential direction in the short, medium, and long term. So they basically use technical tools, indicators, oscillators, patterns, and different stuff in aiding to make informed decisions. So technical analysts will also look at very, very small time frame. So technical analysts will actually be focused on the next move of the market. Okay. So unlike a fundamental investor who would only think about the long-term perspective of the particular stock or an asset, okay. But technical analyst is someone who would actually be able to predict whether what is going to happen in the stock or a commodity or any crypto in the next minute or next hour or next day or next week. Okay, so his focus would be both long-term and short-term. So if someone is a trader, technical analysis is a must for him because that is how he will be able to make informed decisions. Okay, and without having the clear knowledge of fundamental and technical analysis, an investor or trader may struggle to understand or profit from the stock market. Okay. So next we would discuss about who should learn technical analysis. So this is very important. See, technical analysis should be learned by anyone interested in investing or trading, as well as those seeking careers in portfolio management, investment analysis, and hedge funds. Okay, so let me discuss deep into this. So basically, technical analysis is something which helps a trader or investor. A trader is someone who would invest for short term, do intraday trading, swing trading, or maybe he would trade for a few months, okay, and invest for maybe a few years, 1 year or 2 years. And portfolio managers basically are the people who have a lot of funds from different people. They invest in stocks and they have a lot of capital with them. And for them to know technical analysis is very crucial because they are handling someone's money and they have to be right most of the time. They cannot afford to go wrong with their investments. Okay, so they have to be very informed. They have to make decisions that not only help their company, but at the same time, it helps their investors who are putting the trust in them. Okay. Hedge funds are basically funds that have huge pool of money, and hedge funds actually basically their customer profile is really big. They're ultra high net worth customers, and hedge funds also promise, they assure, higher returns compared to the traditional fixed income or any mutual fund. Okay, so people who have a high risk appetite will actually go with hedge funds. So people will never take a chance by not knowing something which they should be knowing. Okay, so in the market, it is very important for these people, hedge funds, for portfolio managers, traders, and investors to know every aspect of technical analysis and every aspect of investing that they should be knowing to make a better informed decision. Okay. Guys, am I going really fast or is it?
No, sir, it is right pace.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much. So let's now understand the present role of technical analysts in the market. So currently, there are 2 or 3 different types of technical analysts in the market. Okay, the first type is including individuals who label themselves as technical analysts simply by knowing a few indicators and oscillators. These individuals are not certified and lack a comprehensive understanding of the subject of technical analysis. Okay, so basically, a lot of people claim to be technical analysts just by. Guys, Tanya Goel, are you doing something on the slide? I can see you marking something on the slide. Okay. Okay, guys. So there are a set of people who claim to be technical analysts by knowing a few indicators, oscillators, and patterns, but these people are not certified and they lack a comprehensive understanding of the subject of technical analysis. But Do they really have the comprehensive understanding? No. And this is one set of people that are existing in the market. The second type is certified technical analyst who have cleared all the three levels of the CMT exam, worked as a technical analyst for a significant period in a firm or for self, and can demonstrate their research skills and forecasting abilities with a reasonable success rate. Okay, the second point is I'm talking about the CMT exam. The CMT exam is a gold standard in technical analysis. So whoever has completed three levels of the CMT exam are considered to have gone through every aspect of the technical analysis that exists in the market, every aspect of technical analysis, because TMT is a very vast, challenging subject, I mean, exam, which has three levels, and you get to know every aspect of technical analysis from the CMT exam. And at the same time, it doesn't mean that once you complete CMT exam, you are a good technical analyst. You are aware of all the concepts, but doesn't guarantee that you will be a good investor. You have to practice those skills in the market, experience it, and work for a firm and do a lot of research. And you should have a reasonable success rate as well. Okay. So additionally, there are a group of technical analysts who have extensive the third category I'm talking about. There are some people who have extensive job experience. Okay. And they have worked in firms and they have read a lot. Okay, there are some people who have read a lot of books, but they're not certified. And based on the experience in the market, maybe they are working on research profiles and they're really good at forecasting these prices of stocks or prices of commodities. They are good at their skill, but they're not certified. So there are three types of people that we have. Okay. So now let me give you a brief about what is a CMT certification. See, the CMT certification is it is a certification which is considered to be the gold standard in technical analysis, and this is offered to you by the CMT Association New York. And this designation coming from CMT Association New York itself is a big thing because there is nothing beyond the CMT, because I have cleared all the CMT and I know that beyond CMT there is no other organization which provides any certification which matches the level of CMT. Okay. So after passing all the three levels of CMT and maintaining membership in the CMT association, you have to get recommendations from three charter holders who are already CMTs. And then you apply for membership and then you get the CMT designation. So CMT certification is a very important designation. So someone who is really passionate about technical analysis should either read a lot or he has to at least go through the CMT certification curriculum to understand the significance of the CMT exam. Okay. Because CMT will give you a thorough understanding of every aspect of technical analysis, which I am sure 80 to 90% of people are not still aware. And people who claim to be technical analysts by not being certified are definitely not aware of the curriculum. Okay, which even I was not aware till I completed the three levels. Okay, so it is very important for people have a formal education in a specific area to get to know the best of the knowledge that is available in that particular space. Okay. Okay, guys. So next, now let's discuss careers and technical analysis. Yeah, guys, some few people are raising their hands. Yeah, I will definitely take your questions. Pankil Shah, you have a query? Yeah.
Yes, sir. One
Yeah.
thing is, you have been explaining very well about the CMT and all. The only one question comes to my mind is, after somebody like you have done CMT, and what are the career prospect?
Yes,
See,
yes.
as a trader, okay, you are a self trader is
Yes.
nice, but somebody
Yeah.
who is doing like CFA, somebody is doing CA, somebody is doing ICFA or something, and against that technical analysis course like CMT. Those are the chartered. I think this is CMT also is a chartered kind of a thing.
Hmm.
So, what are the career prospect for somebody who is willing to take CMT as a career?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Pankil Shah, yeah, sure. We are discussing about careers and technical analysis, and that's a great question. What is a career prospect? That is something which a prospect should definitely know while pursuing a CMD exam. Okay, that is very important, and I'll be happy to answer that. Okay, so Second. Careers and technical analysis. So if you are completing your CMT exam, that shows that you are passionate about technical analysis and you're passionate about the field of technical analysis. So once a person completes CMT, he is really good in understanding all the concepts of technical analysis, and the prospects are more in hedge funds, portfolio management, self-trader, and stockbroking firms. So I actually worked as a technical analyst in Carvey stockbroking, okay, some time back. While okay, so prospects are really good for someone who is a technical analyst having a CMT and working in these firms. So if you actually look into LinkedIn on the left side, to just for people who want to know who all CMT, I mean, where are the CMTs actually working in? What you can do is you can actually go to LinkedIn. On the left side, you have a search button. Click on CMT, and based on the location, US, UK, and India, you can just search the people who are all CMT holders or pursuing CMT level 1, level 2, or level 3. Where are they working? So these people are actually working in reputed fund managements, hedge funds, and a lot of they are basically working as fund managers, portfolio managers, and stockbroking research analysts, investment analysts. And a lot of chief investment officers are also holding CMD, because chief investment officers have a lot of capital at hand to invest, okay, for their companies. So they also have to identify the right, stock or asset, basically, and for the company to benefit and for himself. So people completing CMT have a lot of scope, not only in India, but also in US and UK. And hedge funds are basically more or I mean they concentrated around the North American zone. The front and CMT people mostly go into the front side. Okay, front end. I mean, okay, the front side. Front side meaning I mean to say the front end. Okay, the front end side of the financial markets. Where you have trading, you have research, you have fund managers. So basically, you focus on the buy side firms. So we have basically two types of firms: buy side firms and sell side firms. So buy side firms, the CMT should focus more on the buy side firm, because that is the place where he can actually, you know, expose himself and showcase his skills that he possesses. So he should focus on the buy side firms, specifically with portfolio management, stockbroking research, and investment analysts, and the hedge funds basically. So if you again, I would say that if you go to LinkedIn, search that tab for CMT, and you filter with location US, UK, and India, and CMT people are uh, spread across different regions. Okay, not only in India and Europe, they are across like more than 100 countries and more than 5,000 CMT charter holders. And this is gaining a lot of ground, okay, because of the need of the hour. Okay, because the industry still don't have people who are qualified enough to even know what is going to happen next. Okay, they're not qualified enough, and people are just not interested as well. Okay, but everyone wants to make money. Everyone wants to forecast the right, and everyone wants to invest at the right price. But people are yet to understand that you should give a lot of time. You should give a lot of, you know, you have to give a lot of time for these things to happen. Okay, just having a CMT will again only help you knowing everything. That is the first thing that you're doing right. But second thing is you will have to apply all those things which you know, the best things that best things works in the market. Okay, like if I am suppose a trader, okay, I will utilize the best of the ideas, make it into a strategy, and ensure what works for me. Okay, so that is how I operate as a trader. So people have to find out the best things for themselves in terms of understanding their needs and how they should be going about that. Yeah, Pankaj Shah, I think I've answered that question. Is that okay? Yeah, Pankaj Shah, that's fine. Is that fine? Anything else you want to know? I think Pankaj is on mute. Yeah, we will take the next question from Prasoon. Yeah, Prasoon, please go ahead.
Hi, Srikanth. Firstly, just want to know one more thing from your end. wherein people get a job in stockbroking companies and tagging themselves as a research analyst, right? And not doing the CMT course and going and applying for an ISM 15, right? Which is again the research analyst from NISM.
Yeah.
And they do get job from stockbroking companies, or probably,
Yeah.
probably if I were to say that, they get chance in coming on TV as well, right? So why people do take their recommendations? So I clearly know that the TV is something wherein people lose money while watching news channels. That is, I'm very clear on that. But
Yeah.
at the same time, when we talk about the CMT and the NSM 15, so why do people go for 15? Why they don't opt CMT then?
See, a CMT is a very premium course. Okay. And the importance of CMT is really high in US, UK, and European zones where the hedge funds are actually located. Okay. And India, again, India also has a lot of CMTs coming up, a lot of CMTs in India. And CMTs are actually, there are a lot of CMTs in research firms. I don't want to name them, but they're actually leading in a lot of, and they are also actually having their own startups. They're working for themselves, they have their own firms. And as you said, people are doing NISM and stuff and joining research firms. That is something which is going to change in the future for sure. Okay, as and when the Indian economy, Indian industry grows, and the need for the R is definitely having people who have the real skills. Okay. See, I've worked in a stockbroking firm and I know how good the people are when they are recommending, even from the research side. Okay. So it depends. Again, that's the need of the hour. That's the vacuum that we have created for ourselves. And the vacuum would actually, the gap would actually not widen, but it will definitely come down in the near future. As when there is more exposure, people get to know, right? And as and when there is more awareness, and see, yeah, the more you learn about investments, the more you learn about these uh, technical things, right? It becomes
Yeah.
easier for you as an investor. Okay. You may not have to think about others, but as a trader, also investor, also, this definitely gives you an edge. And being in a job, it will definitely add value. It will add a lot of value. Okay. Because people in the senior management will definitely value people who have the certified courses and who are actually applying those skills in the real market. So the gap will definitely come down, and the need of the hour is that. And with the growing complexities in the financial markets and the distrust among people who are giving these advices, right, that has gone up a lot. So there is a huge requirement for people who are experts. Who have actually, have a good reputation. So that will actually change. That's for sure.
One thing is very sure, Srikanth. Sorry. One thing is very sure, as you clearly mentioned, right? So while I was reading level one, right? That's how I connected you over LinkedIn. A couple of things which I was not aware of previously while I used to trade, right? And
Yeah.
when I started reading, a couple of things more came into my mind, then I started practicing that. And there are more things. But
Yes,
at
yes.
the same time, I do feel that getting into research right now and by clearing just an ISM, because that is a need an hour, right? Wherein people go and easily get a job. What would you recommend? See, now you are already once before means you started your career, definitely you would have also given that 15 and probably then you have entered
Yeah, yeah.
into a job, right? And then post you came to know about this course and then you gradually you have grown over the years.
Yes,
What
yes,
would you
yes.
suggest right now, the people who are here, 36 of them,
Yeah, yeah.
what they should opt right now? Means where they should go currently seeing the current scenarios, right? And probably, yes, someone would have asked about the cost as well, because you also mentioned the cost is on the higher side. And secondly, the curriculum is very vast, but at
Exactly.
the same time, we do not have any practice or sample papers which we spoke, right?
Mhm. Sample papers.
Yeah. So,
See, it's not about not having a sample papers. We do have sample papers.
okay.
You were talking about CMT, right?
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah, we do have sample papers. Yeah. but there is a way to acquire that. I mean, there are we can talk on that separately.
Sure.
We have mock tests, and we have there are prep courses that are offered by UWorld, and people have bought that, and that is again at a very high price. But then see, the very important thing is this comes out of passion. Okay, if you want to become a trader, if you want to work for hedge funds, if you want to work with portfolio managers, if you want to become a trader for yourself, there is nothing beyond, I mean, nothing beyond a CMD designation. Okay. There is nothing that is valued more than the CMD. Okay. So for someone who wants to even start in the career in technical analysis, right? If he is not very sure of uh, taking the CMD exam, he can at least, take that curriculum, understand whether this fits for him, he can actually go through the curriculum, understand that these things really work for him or not, and this is something what he's looking for. So that is very important, because enrolling in a course, paying thousands of dollars, and then realizing that this is something not for me, then that is not something, because these courses are not for everyone. And these profiles of portfolio management, hedge funds, these are very
Right.
high profile roles, and these
Right.
profiles will require people who have a lot of expertise. Okay, they will not hire people with a basic understanding. I mean, they will always look up for people who have really good certifications like CFA, CMT, and like CAIA. So these certifications are like it shows that the person is actually passionate about that particular area of analysis. Okay, I mean, like if someone is doing CMD, it shows that that guy is really passionate about technical analysis. Someone doing CFA, passionate about fundamentals and stuff. CAIA, passionate about getting into hedge funds. So that shows that intent of that person, why is doing that course.
Thanks, Srikanth.
Yeah. Yes, and definitely what is happening is things are changing. And
Yeah.
I am aware there is a whole network of CMD people who are really reputed and working in leading organizations in India. And
Okay.
as and when they start leading the ladder, right, they would start valuing those people who are again good at those skills. I mean, that specific role, I would say. Okay. A broking
Okay.
firm would have different roles, but specific to technical analysis, they would know that if this guy is good in technical analysis and he's uh, pursuing CMD,
Right.
we can look at this candidate in the future. Okay, that is how they will look at things going forward. Yeah.
Thanks,
So
Srikanth. Thanks.
yeah, yeah. Thanks, Prasun. So we will take more questions. And one more thing, the future potential. This is the last slide of mine. Future potential is really bright because with increasing complexity of financial markets and growing variety of financial products, okay, the need for experts in this domain will definitely go up. See, the crypto space is booming like anything, and hedge funds are also starting to not starting. They've already started to invest in cryptos and stuff. So they will definitely need more analysts, and okay, so and also global expansion of companies and advancements in trading technology. So, like, there are a lot of firms who are actually working on algorithmic trading, high frequency trading. And so, people who have expertise will be the ones who will be cherry picked. Okay. People who are experts in this specific area, who are able to showcase their skills and match the requirements of the recruiter, definitely will be picked first compared to someone who is not even at the basic level. Okay. And these profiles are really high, high premium profiles. And this is because these are all about money management, risk management, which doesn't come naturally to anyone. No one gets it naturally in their life. It has to be, acquired, practiced with discipline, and you need to be like consistent with what you're doing for long term. Okay. So these are skills that has to be practiced a lot. It doesn't come naturally. It has to be, done with a lot of discipline. You will lose some time, you will gain, you become consistent only with time. Okay. So guys, any more questions? Yeah, I'm happy to
Uh,
take questions before I move
I
on to
have,
my next slides. Yeah.
okay, like in between, suppose if someone would like to become an independent trader,
Yeah,
Like, would you like to suggest give a roadmap how to,
sure,
proceed
sure.
from the beginning, from scratch?
Yes, Pawan, that's a good question. So, see, I am a trader, okay? So I would tell you my story. When I graduated, I started investing in stocks in the cash market. Then that was very slow. Okay, you put money, then wait for the stock to go up. I'm telling my story, okay? I'm not telling that you should take my story. I was
Yes,
investing
yes,
in
yes, sir.
stocks. I was investing in stocks, okay, but I had to wait for the stock to go up or go down to sell it, okay? So that actually was something not my
Cup of tea.
cup of tea. Yeah, you would say that. That was not my interest. I wanted to make money quickly. Okay. So what you have to do is basically you need to first, and then what happened is I started doing this FNO and stuff because which is very high
Risky.
risk reward. And later I started to, do these certifications, NISM, NCFM certifications. And then I did my CMD. I worked with broking firms. Okay. Then because I always wanted to be a trader. But you always need to get that exposure. Okay. A lot of exposure will help you save time. Okay. If you work with a company, you get to know a lot of things. If you work, see, I worked with Kotak Securities as an equity advisor. I got a lot of exposure with equities, IPOs, how to deal with clients. Okay. And a lot of the complexities of, uh, you know,
Managing things.
markets going up and going down. Then when I worked with Carvi Forex as a technical analyst, I realized the importance of. I was working as a technical analyst there. There I used to prepare reports on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis for currencies. Okay. Then I realized how important it was to deliver to the customer because who was waiting for our reports to invest that time. Okay. So the roadmap should be like if you are someone who is interested in going into the space of trading, you will have to start from the scratch. Basically, you have to build a very strong basics first. Okay. You will have to understand the ecosystem of the stock market first. Okay. You cannot jump into trading without knowing what is NSE, what is BSE, and what are the clearing mechanisms, what is the settlement mechanisms. Okay. So you have to understand the, complete thorough aspects of the stock markets first. So now I'm answering your question, Pawan. Listen to this clearly. Okay, you
Yes,
have
yes,
to
sir.
understand the basics of the stock market very clearly. Basically, not the basics, but people say basics. Okay, I don't say basics. I say comprehensive understanding of your ecosystem of where you are working in. Okay, so you should be able to understand which counter. I mean, there are a lot of institutions, right? NSE, BSE, NSDL,
Yes, yes,
CDSL,
yes.
NSCCL. Okay, exchanges. How these are all connected. So you understand that first. Okay, you understand how a company comes into the stock market, IPO. You understand a lot of these stuffs first. Okay, what are large cap companies, these companies, small cap stuff, everything. Okay, what are the criteria for a company to be a large cap, small cap, such aspects. This is not exhaustive thing. This is only a small bit of what I'm saying. I understand. I hope you
Yes,
got that.
yes.
First, understand the stock market ecosystem, which I am sure in my 15 years career, I've seen not even 90% people who are in financial services still know. Okay, I can bet you on that. 90% of people have their basics wrong, and that is something where they get stuck throughout their life. They will not be able to do anything because they have not kept their basics strong. Okay, because I've been in the broking industry. I've worked with investment banks also. I've worked with Royal Bank of Scotland for 7 years as an associate in investment banking. But I used to deal with prop desk, not directly investing, but accounting for their books. Okay. So first step, make your basics very strong. Second thing, realize what is that you want, whether you want to be a trader, whether you want to go into research. Okay. So you said trader, right? So, okay. So as a trader, you need to know what is these certifications which our traders are doing. Okay. So the traders, what are they doing? So whether they are learning technical analysis, they're doing CMT, they're learning, Python. And that is a complex level. Okay. That's after you become a good trader, only then you should be able to
Algo
learn that.
trading and all, they are
Algo, that is
different.
a different, that is actually a two fag end of the game. Okay, first you have to understand markets. You need to understand technical analysis first. You need to understand price as a trader. Okay, so traders' main intention is to understand the right price of the investment. So trader is a trader if he is able to invest at the right time, sell at the right time. So trader is not a good trader if he is like buying now and selling 20 points lower. Maybe that's his stop loss. But if he's doing a calculated risk, that's fine. But if he's not aware that he's investing at the right time, you cannot call yourself a trader. Okay. So trader has to know that he should go into the market with a very strong conviction. Okay. Meaning
Yes,
that
yes.
he should be having a strategy with him. And strategy doesn't come in a day. It takes a lot of years. Okay, it takes a lot of years, and your behavioral biases, your cognitive errors will have a lot of impact in your overall scheme of things. But as and when you progress, you will realize. So, as a trader, you should start with understanding what certifications will help you in understanding the price well compared to what the other people are doing. Then you should focus on companies that actually working in this trading vertical. You know, there are a lot of companies like prop desk is there. There are companies who are actually trading in the financial markets. Okay, you should target those companies if you are if you're specifically focusing on a trading job. Okay, prop desk specifically, or else if you are someone who has a lot of wealth and you want to work with someone, you can start off with your own, but then there's a huge risk with that because you don't have the exposure. Okay, so it's always good to work with someone because that will actually help you save time. Okay, that will
Yes,
actually help you
yes.
save time and actually help you learn and get the nitty-gritties of the business. So simple thing, understand economy, the ecosystem of the stock markets, realize what all certifications you should be doing in order to understand the right price. And because traders' job is to forecast things, next what is going to happen in the next 1 hour, what is going to happen in the next 2 hours, or maybe what is happening in the next 3 months or so. So you should be able to understand all these things. Okay, understand every aspect of technical analysis, and you should be also be, I mean, able to you should also be knowing what are the other traders learning from a long-term perspective. Like a lot of people, are doing this Python for trading because that is actually for the designing perspective. Okay, so
And does the NCFM certifications really help?
see, NCFM certification is a good certification. You get to lower, see, the basics actually you get from NCFM only. So that is what I was saying. Basics you get from NCFM. It is a very good certificate for someone to know the basics. I have done 4 NCFM certifications, and I regard them really good because I consider basics has to be really good. And there are people in the market who say that NCFM has no value, but that is actually a very wrong thing to say. And that is the place where people go wrong. Okay, I have done 4 NCFM certifications, and a lot of things which I attribute to I know today is because of the strong basics that I've built in the initial few years. And then I've gone into these CMT level 1, level 2, and level 3. Okay. So that is very important. NCFM, you have to understand. Then you go into complex certification, not complex, but certifications that really help you, like CMT, learn technical analysis and stuff. And then work for some firm which is actually into trading, like, okay. And then you can think about other things. So algorithmic trading is not for everyone. Okay, algorithmic trading and
Sir,
high frequency. Yeah,
trading
al
profiles as a job.
algorithmic trading is for someone who is really an expert and who is actually implementing his own ideas using a code. That's it.
Yes, yes, yes,
If you are not a good trader, then algorithmic will not work for you. So that
yes,
is
yes,
something you should be knowing. A lot of people are getting like attracted to algorithmic trading nowadays. But algorithmic trading, who can do it? Who is actually a good trader who's able to code his ideas into a system and that works for him. Okay. So IT is taking over everything, right? But IT cannot take away the trading skills of a human being. Okay. He has to code it. Okay.
yes, yes.
Algorithmic is nothing like someone has given the script, it has come from somewhere. No, it is coming from a trader's mindset. What he thinks, what is his strategy? That goes into the system. Yeah.
Sir,
That
for someone who is little familiar with the things, but as such technical analysis and like CMT is a very expensive thing. Maybe at initial basis, I'm not thinking to go ahead with it. But
yeah.
technical analysis,
See, CMT is not expensive, I would say. See, CMT is if you are
but yet,
someone who is working And if you are in a job, a trader job, if you want that recognition in your company, then you will definitely have to go with these skills. See, that is what separates you from the other people. See, to achieve something, you have to pay something. Okay. It doesn't come easy. Nothing comes easy. If you want a good reputation in your job, and if someone is, see, what happens if you join a company, you see a guy who is CMD, and you start with basics and stuff, you will realize that that person is actually putting more effort. Okay, because he's going into the path that he should be taking actually. So that is, you should not be thinking that it is expensive, but you should think that it is something which will help you reach your goal quickly. That's the fact. Okay. So CMD, like it level one would be like 60,000 rupees only. Okay. So that's not expensive. That
Sir,
from
are
maybe for students that is expensive, but for someone who's
any
working, right, you can
do you
start off
su
working. Yeah.
yes, yes, sir. Do you suggest any prep providers like the I have
Yeah, yeah,
seen like in the
yeah,
main website I have seen
yeah, yeah.
like
You world and all.
Somaya Institute or Vantage Academy or all those things are there.
No, no, I have not gone through all those things. Yeah, maybe I can discuss with that. I mean, discuss that separately with you. Prep providers are basically, you can actually check the CMD website for that.
Yes, yes, sir. I have
You,
seen that,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I wanted your recommendations as such. Among them, what are the
Yeah,
good
yeah,
things?
I can discuss what I have gone through. Maybe we can discuss that separately of that prep provider and stuff. Because there are a number of prep providers. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, yes,
Fine.
sir.
Can we take the next question from Aaron?
Yes, yes, please.
Aaron Agarwal. Aaron, can you ask a question?
Sir, I have sent a link in the chat. Please go through it later.
Sure,
When
sure.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Next question, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Srikanth.
Yeah, hi,
So,
Aaron.
the session was really very good. Actually, I got an along another or in-depth idea about the CMT and technical analysis. I would like to ask that you cleared all three CMT level, and I am also planning to pursue CMT. Can you suggest how you are pursuing, or what was your guidance about the same?
Okay. So, see, before I pursued CMD, right, I had 5 years of experience directly in the markets. So, after being in the markets, I got into CMT. I did not get into CMT when I was not in the markets. Okay. So, there is a difference. A lot of people, uh, just pass out of college and they want to do a certification and they're confused. So there are two types of people who are in the job and then they are pursuing something because they are seeing the potential in that particular certification, which will help them in their job and their future passion. Okay. So I want to know like where, I mean, are you working somewhere in a
Yes.
broking firm or financial services?
Yes,
If
I am
that,
working professional,
okay.
working with a financial data company.
Financial data. Okay. So if you are working somewhere, if that role that you're currently having, na, if that helps you in CMT, that is really good. Even still, if not, if you are passionate about technical analysis,
Okay.
you can actually go through the curriculum first to realize that this particular topic strikes you or not. Because technical analysis is something which most people who pursue technical analysis, right? They want to be traders only. They want to work in the front end. They have to be in the front of the desk to identify the next move. And whether they want to work in hedge funds, they want to work with portfolio managers, and they want to work in prop desk. So those are the people only will definitely look into CMT designation. Okay, and it helps yourself as a professional trader as well as if you're working for the organization. So basically, you should pursue CMT if it really helps you either in your job or really if you are passionate about it out of your own career interest. I mean, the career which you're currently pursuing. If it is not related to that, but you still want to pursue that because of your passion, then you should definitely go with it. And I would recommend that simple way is just go through the curriculum first. And if it really appeals you that you should be going for that certification, then you should definitely make your plans and go ahead with the course.
Yes. Yeah, got it. Thanks, Srikanth.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. Anyone else has a question? Okay, guys, I have few more things to say.
Hello.
Yeah, anyone?
Yeah, sir, I'm Devesh. I work as a prop trader, but it's not any prop trading is not for me, and I want to pursue CMT. So I was thinking, so I started preparing for CMT.
Devesh, right?
Yeah,
Okay, Devesh. So I could not hear you properly, but you said that you are not in trading, but you want to pursue CMT.
no, I'm a prop trader.
Oh, okay. Great, great.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
it's not something that I like to do.
Okay.
There's no stop loss and some everything, and it's
Mhm.
really different. I'm more into technical analysis.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I thought I should pursue CMT.
Okay.
So yeah, my question is that do we get a job or any kind of internship after we clear first level one?
See, again, that depends on your network. Okay. If once you start doing CMT, right, you get into that zone. Okay. You get to know all the people who are actually pursuing CMT. But that actually helps you broaden your networks. Okay. Because after completing CMT level 3, I got to know the whole network. Okay. Okay. I mean, at least through LinkedIn or people who've been active on LinkedIn with my posts and stuff. So you get to know a lot of things once you start pursuing it. See, simple here. See, if you are actually going from like Mumbai to Bangalore, then you get to know where the hotel is. Once you take the path right, only then you'll get to know. Just sitting at Bangalore, Mumbai, and just thinking about the path of Bangalore, right? You will never know what is actually there in the path. So once you start taking the path right, the path of CMD, you will get to know a lot of things. And that is how you will realize whether it is helping you or not. If you are really interested in trading, technical analysis, then this is the way to go.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Guys, again, one before I take more questions, a few more things. I also wanted to make you aware of my consultancy services offered on TopMate. I have like 5 different services that I offer on TopMate. One is a discovery call where you can call me and we can help you identify your interest, areas of interest based on the conversation that we go through. Second is I also offer guidance on technical analysis and financial markets. So these are basically 1:1 video discussions. The third one is introduction to derivatives market. A lot of people have misconceptions, so it's an eye-opener session basically. And also I offer guidance for CMD certification. And the fifth one is understanding the stockbroking industry. Someone who is new to the stockbroking industry, we will help them understand the stockbroking industry. So these are part of the consultancy services offered on TopMate, which is my consultancy platform. I'm using that platform.
भाई
And
दाल राइस पे करना है दाल
sorry,
राइस
okay. And about my training offering, I offer trainings in a lot of aspects. I offer training in comprehensive understanding of the stock markets. These are long only. Long term thing. This is like a bigger duration training program. Comprehensive understanding of stock markets in India. I also offer trainings in option strategies. I offer training in comprehensive technical analysis, and these will be like comprehensive, right? The comprehensive technical analysis. And I'm also going to start CMT level 1 training from December, January. Okay. So these are the services that I offer. Okay. So anyone who is interested can definitely. And also I'm going to be like offering, very short-term programs also, like specific topics, which I will be coming up in the future. And I'll be letting all of the people who are in contact, right? I'll let you guys know about that.
And what would be the fee structure for level 1 CMT, sir?
Yeah. So fees level 1 would be, if it is a batch, then it would be 14,000 and 3 months duration. And total duration would be like 48 hours training. So you can reach out to me and I will give you more details on the brochure on that. And next month we are coming up with a comprehensive technical analysis course. So this would be a 3 months duration course where we'll cover like 20 different topics and nearly about 100 topics, 100 subtopics. Okay, and the comprehensive technical analysis course. So next month we would be starting off with comprehensive technical analysis. This will be a 3 months duration course, which will have nearly 20 different topics and 100 subtopics. And CMT would be actually starting around December end or January first week. And this would be like 3 months course. And I'll also be you would be getting notifications about my upcoming programs. I'll be also conducting webinars specific to different topics. Like a lot of people have asked specifics, so we can have a 2-day session, 3-day session. But again, that would be a paid one. I'll keep the prices very nominal based on the interest of the people that are coming up. So these are my offerings, guys. Any more question that you have?
Shri, this is Varun Mishra.
Hi, Varun.
Yeah, so actually, I just wanted to know about algo trading. Do you recommend to dive into that topic for alongside with CMT? Will that help us to get into front end roles, trading desk?
Varun, actually, I could not hear you properly because there are some people speaking in between. Can you just briefly tell the question?
Yeah, I was telling, do we need to learn algo trading? Because that is something used by front end roles, companies, investment banks, hedge funds. They normally use algo trading. So, do you recommend to learn about it along with CMT?
See, again, it's a process, okay? First, you need to understand technical analysis. See, algorithmic trading works for people who are very good with technical analysis, very good with applying their skills in the market. They have a trading strategy, and then you should be going with algos. Algos is not for everyone. Algos is a complex topic which comes with a lot of experience in trading first. So, someone who's algos sound very appealing, but algos are not for everyone, not for someone who is at a start stage. The focus on someone who is starting right should be focusing on technical analysis, applying the concepts in the market, and become a professional trader. And then you should go with algos. You should be thinking about algos. Okay. So if you want to learn, learning is never wrong, but it will only it will it again depends on the person to person. If I am at a stage that I will be able to understand algos and stuff, then I'll be able to do it. If someone who's not very good with markets, trading and stuff, learning phase, then I think those people will not be able to grasp the algo stuff as well. So it
But it
again
is not,
depends on
yeah. So it is not necessary if even
no,
though
no,
it will
not
be
necessary.
CMT will be enough for us to
Yes, 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 yes.
get into
CMD
trading.
technicals, learning technicals and doing CMD is enough for you to be qualified, right? Okay. And again, I would say that CMT, you should, with CMT, you have to do a lot of research with yourself, apply as and when you learn concepts, right? Check the charts, do your research skills, apply them in the market. Only then you would be able to make justice to the learnings that you have done in CMT.
So, with CMT, would you recommend to go for CFA and CAIA? Because normally, if you see many people do CFA, CAIA and CMT is not that well known. That doesn't have a big network like a CFA and everything. So, would you recommend it? Does it require us to qualify those certification?
See, again
On
depends. Again depends on the person to person. Okay, if I'm someone who would be only interested in trading, then I don't require a CFA. Okay, because CMT would give me everything that is required for trading. Okay, it gives me it gives me a lot of comprehensive topics, which I would not pursue doing a C. I mean, I would not require doing a CFA. But there are people to people requirements. Okay, people who have known. I mean, to see if you understand what you require, right? Then you will try to understand whether that particular certification is giving you or not. If you are specifically a trader, then I think CFA is something not required. If you are only focusing on the trading aspects. But there are many people who are CFAs and then they have done CMT to get the balance. Okay. So CFA will not give you, CFA will not help you in uh, identifying the next move of the market. It will not tell you where the stock is going in the next 2 days or next 3 days or, sector rotation, maybe those stuffs. Okay. And whether the market is, it will not tell you about market internals, how strong the market is. Okay, I will not tell you about the trend of the market and stuff. Okay, so that is how CFAs also actually have to do CMT to get that balance in their profiles. If a CFA is in a hedge fund or a portfolio management, he will actually get an edge by learning CMT. Okay, so that is how your CMT helps you. A CFA is actually doing CMT to get the overall perspective. So to identify a stock, a CFA is good. A CMT is actually identifying the right price. He's identifying the good company, but this guy is actually identifying the right price. Okay, so that is the difference between CFA and CMT. So CFA and CMT is a good combination, but again, it's a person-to-person choice. If you are only focused on the price, only focused on forecasting, then CMT is good enough. If you are interested in more on fundamental side, then CFA is the place that you should be looking into.
Okay, Srikanth,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. Guys, any more questions? We are 8:39 now. I mean, it's 8:39 now. So do we have more questions?
Sir, do you suggest any open resources, especially for technical analysis,
Open resources.
which could be more helpful in learning better?
Yeah, sure. Guys, before everyone leave, I would request you to rate me and give me a feedback on the session. Okay, you would be getting a link because you all guys joined from TopMate, right? You should be getting a link for the feedback and rating. Okay, please do that. Yeah. Pawan sir, what was the question?
Some
Open
open
source.
resources to learn technical analysis better.
Yeah, I think we can connect for that separately. Maybe you can connect with me separately on that. I do a lot of discussion with people on these stuff. Maybe a separate session would help, Pawan. I
Or
think.
else any webinar separately for this could also help.
Sure, definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
sir. Thank you so much.
I'll be doing a lot of sessions going forward. And if you're interested, you can also look into the course that I'll be
Sure, sir.
doing next month. So about the open courses also, definitely, yeah, there are a lot of ways that you can do. You can buy books from, you know, you can buy CMD books yourself and you can start learning from there only. And yeah, for that, I can separately discuss with you. So open or everything is open only. The books are available freely in the market. Okay, you can buy it from Amazon or you can borrow it from your books. So that is the way to learn about technical analysis. Nowadays, there is nothing difficult to acquire anything. It's very easy. Learning has become easier, provided we find the right way path.
Sure, sir.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
guys.
Hi, Srikanth. Just last question. You are planning to start the CFA level 1 base, right?
Not
So
CFA, CMD, sorry.
for CMT, yes,
Yeah.
CMT level.
Yeah.
So is that 3 months is sufficient for the preparation?
See, again, I have not discussed specifics about the whole program. I have just said that it is a 3-month program, but in the program, you'll get to know every aspect, like what are the stipulated learning hours that is recommended by CMT Association. Like CMT Association says, for level to clear level 1, you should at least go through the learning material for 100 hours. Okay. So level 2 is just like 120, 150 hours. Level 3 again 150 hours. Okay,
Okay.
that is the learning that you have to. I mean, that is a time that you have to spend
Yes.
learning. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that is a designated time that they have propagated. So again, it depends on the learning. I mean, if someone is a very new person, passed out of college and just wants to get into CMT, again, we'll have to spend more time on them for them to, understand the basics and then stuff. If you are someone who's experienced, middle level experience in financial services, you will have a quicker way of understanding. Your receptive power would be much higher than those people who are, relatively new in the market.
Yes.
So 3 months, see why I said 3 months, the exams are conducted twice a year, once in June and once in December. So 3 months you is a minimum time that you have to start an exam preparation for. Okay, if you have an exam in June, you will have to start it in at least before March. If
Yes.
you are experienced, but if you are a newcomer, you can start anytime. Okay, you can start 6 months before the exam, you can start 1 year before the exam. You should not wait for the exam. The exam is in June. I can start after 3 months. No, like that.
Definitely.
The training program would be for 3 months. Okay, and that would be rigorous.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Any more questions, guys? Soham, one more question, yeah. Yeah, Soham, you can ask your question. Soham, you want to ask something? Okay, is that it, guys? Anything else? Any more questions? Soham, you want to ask? Ask to unmute. Soham, you have a question? So, Pawan, for your open source question, right? You can actually get books very easily. Okay. So that is the best way for learning technical analysis. There is nothing beyond that.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Open sources like earlier in earlier days now, what was open source is like there were no material available properly. And then we had to search, one author by author and we had to download and stuff and a lot of different stuff. So that was a very difficult time sometimes. So, but now you have books available, all consolidated for CMT level 1, consolidated for level 2 and 3. So that's a easier way to acquire that knowledge.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
In future, like we'll try to reach out for help if required.
Sure, sure. And I have a group in WhatsApp. Okay, guys, if you are not in WhatsApp group, then I will.
Or
You
do you
can
have
just.
any Telegram group also, sir?
No, I'm not in Telegram. And my WhatsApp group is only admin messages. I send messages. I'm not in Telegram. I'm only in WhatsApp where I would be communicating with people about webinars
Yes,
and
yes,
other
sir.
other activities. Not in Telegram.
Even maybe you could make a LinkedIn page or something.
Yeah, I'm already in LinkedIn. So
Yes, yes.
you guys can connect with me on LinkedIn. And if you need information on the WhatsApp group, right, I can definitely share with you.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Please rate me and give me a feedback on that. Okay. Once you're done with the call. And
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much all for joining. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Bye.